We are back with best news in the world on News 1575. R. Kelly hospitalized after prison overdose. Alleged murder plot, lawyers say. Lawyers for R. Kelly are alleging the singer overdosed last week on medication given to him by prison staff. The Ignition singer's legal team, in a June 17 filing obtained by USA Today, claims that after being placed in solitary confinement, prison staff provided him an overdose quantity of medication on June 12 compared to his normal anxiety and sleep medication dosages, leading to his hospitalization Friday, June 13. According to the filing, Kelly was forcibly removed from Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, against medical advice. The Bureau of Prisons declined to comment on pending litigation. Born Robert Kelly, the 58-year-old singer has been serving a 30-year sentence for racketeering and sex trafficking since 2022. He is serving his sentence in the Federal Correctional Institute facility in Butner, North Carolina. The lawyers say leading up to the alleged overdose, Kelly was placed in solitary confinement on June 10 against his will, shortly after his team filed an emergency motion for his release from prison last week. In that motion, Kelly's team claimed 3 Bureau of Prisons officials allegedly devised a plot to have him killed by another inmate. Then, in the early morning hours of June 13, according to the filing, Kelly woke up feeling faint and dizzy. He started to see black spots in his vision. Mr. Kelly tried to get up but fell to the ground, the updated motion stated. He crawled to the door of the cell and lost consciousness. On-site prison medical staff could not help him, so he was transported to Duke University Hospital by ambulance. The filing continued. He was hospitalized for 2 days. R. Kelly's lawyers say singer was denied medical treatment for blood clots. The filing also claimed that Kelly was removed from Duke University Hospital against medical advice, as he was set to receive surgery on an ongoing blood clot issue. The filing continued. The motion stated the hospital would need to keep him for 2 weeks for the surgery. Officers assigned to Kelly then contacted FCI Butner officials. Within an hour, officers with guns came into his hospital room and removed the R&B singer to return him to solitary confinement, the filing said. His life is in jeopardy right now because the Bureau of Prisons denied him necessary surgery to clear clots from his lungs, the lawyers wrote. He could die from this condition, and they are letting it happen. Federal prosecutors call claims fanciful and theatrical. In the government's response to Kelly's emergency motions, federal prosecutors have called his claims fanciful and theatrical. In addition to logistical issues with the motions including being filed at the wrong court and location, using the wrong kind of case and not following proper procedure federal prosecutor said Kelly's motion makes a mockery of the harm suffered by Kelly's victims, and they accused him of being a master manipulator. If Kelly were to be released from prison to home confinement, despite separate 30-year and 20-year sentences handed down by New York City and Chicago courts, every convicted murderer, rapist, and terrorist will have a newfound shot at freedom, the response continued. Kelly is serving his sentence in North Carolina after his 2021 and 2022 convictions for racketeering, sex trafficking, child pornography, and enticement. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison in a New York City federal court in 2022 and 20 years in a Chicago federal court in 2023, to be served concurrently. 1 year from the latter sentence is set to be served consecutively. R. Kelly allegedly overdosed in prison and was rushed to the hospital last week. In court documents obtained by the Post, the rapper's attorney, Bo B. Brindley, claimed that Bureau of Prisons staff at his federal center in Butner, North Carolina, intentionally gave him too much medication, which caused him to overdose and be transferred to a nearby hospital. The lawyer alleged that Kelly, who is serving a 31-year sentence for child sexual abuse crimes, was forced to take mediation in solitary confinement on the night of June 12. The next morning, Kelly allegedly felt faint and dizzy, and started to see black spots in his vision. The rapper also allegedly tried to get up but fell to the ground, before he crawled to the door of the cell and lost consciousness. He takes medication for anxiety and to help him sleep, in addition to other medications. The docs filed by Kelly's attorney, Bo B. Brindley, on Monday claim. While in solitary confinement, prison staff approached him, and he showed them the medications in his possession. This will appear on camera footage from the institution. Kelly's attorney claims jail personnel later came to the R&B crooner and provided him with additional medication and instructions to take it, and that the act was also caught on camera. Mr. Kelly took the medication as directed. This was on June 12, 2025, after the undersigned filed a document revealing the solitary confinement conditions experienced by Mr. Kelly, Brindley states in the filing. In the early morning hours of June 13, 2025, Mr. Kelly awoke. He felt faint. He was dizzy. He started to see black spots in his vision. Mr. Kelly tried to get up but fell to the ground. He crawled to the door of the cell and lost consciousness. He was placed on a gurney. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, was initially going to get medical assistance at an on-site facility. However, the court docs claimed the staff there could not assist him. While being transferred to Duke University Hospital in an ambulance, the "I Believe I Can Fly" singer allegedly heard one of the prison officers state, "This is going to open a whole new can of worms." At the hospital, Mr. Kelly learned that he had been administered an overdose quantity of his medications that threatened his life. The docs claim, adding that Kelly was treated in the hospital for 2 days. The 3-time Grammy winner's lawyer alleges the Bureau of Prisons officials put Kelly's life in jeopardy by administering an amount of medication that significantly exceeded a safe dose and caused Mr. Kelly to overdose. They gave him an amount of medicine that could have killed him, Brindley claims in the filing. The lawyer claims in the court docs that the latest incident occurred days after Kelly filed a motion, exposing the Bureau of Prisons' plot to kill him, by allegedly colluding with an inmate to have the musician killed behind bars. Kelly's legal team also claims in the filing that the prison staff allegedly took the "I Wish" singer off blood thinner medication, and will not allow him to receive surgery to clear the deadly blood clots in his legs and lungs. Brindley is once again asking for Kelly to be temporarily released to home confinement to save his life. Page 6 has reached out to Kelly's attorneys for comment, but did not immediately hear back. A rep for FCC Butner told Page 6 in a statement, "For privacy, safety and security reasons, we do not discuss the conditions of confinement for any incarcerated individual, including medical and health-related issues." In response to Kelly's latest filing, prosecutors responded that the disgraced singer continuously paints himself as the victim. "This is the behavior of an abuser and a master manipulator on display, an abuser and a master manipulator on display," they said per TMZ.